So most Amazon sellers waste about 20 to 30% of their PPC budget on stuff that doesn't even convert. And in 2025, with cost per click getting up even higher, you need to fix this right away. So in this video, I'm going to go over a few PPC tips and tricks that you can fix while applying our 3-step framework to hopefully fix that PPC for optimal growth. So first, let's have a look at the big picture. Most sellers waste about 20 to 30% of their ad spend. Now, why is that? They think just spending more money on PPC will get them more sales when they don't understand the ultimate reason why their listing is failing to convert. Now, what is that? Poor main image, so on and so forth, reviews, ratings, and also bad targeting for your PPC campaigns. So until we fix this, it's never really going to be addressed. And in 2025, the average cost per click is above $1. This is very high compared to years ago. And next year, it'll be even higher. And 2027, it'll be even higher, So we have to fix this right away. And it's not rocket science. It's just applying our 3-step quick fix framework, which I'm going to go over with you right now. The first thing what we can do is fix your listings before increasing spend. Most people think they have a PPC problem when they have a conversion problem. What will happen if you improve your conversion rate instead of spending money on PPC? What will that do for your business? Now, what do I mean by improving your conversion rate? There's a bunch of things we can do. Optimize your titles, optimize your images, improve your bullet points, sell the benefits of your product, and also optimize your A+ content. This is all stuff we can do to improve our conversion rate. Now, I'm going to use a quick analogy. Even a 1% bump in conversion beats a 10% increase in ad clicks. So I'm going to show you a scenario right here. Let's say we increase our clicks by 10%. Now, how do we do this? So our clicks go from 1,000 to 1,100. Let's say our conversion rate is 10%. Our orders go 1,100 times 10%. That's 110 orders, okay? Cost per click is at $1. The total ad spend for that would be at $1,100, okay? $1,100 to convert 110 orders. Now, let's say instead of increasing clicks by 10%, let's say we increase our conversion rate by 1%. Now what do we have? Clicks, 1,000, okay? The clicks stay the same. Our conversion rate goes from 10% to 11%. What is that now? 1,000 times 11% is 110 orders. So it's the same amount here, 110 orders. Cost per click is still $1. But here, we spent $1,000 for the same amount of orders if we just improved our ad spend. That's what happens when you improve our conversion rate. Now, this is just 1%. What if we improve our conversion rate by 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%? This is the first thing you should do before optimizing your PPC campaign or spending more money there. Hey, if you're an Amazon seller serious about scaling your business on Amazon, we're offering a free in-depth audit of your brand. We'll cover exactly what's working, what's not working, and give you a plan of action to efficiently scale. So it should be the first link in the bio and also in the comments, and we'll get that forward to you. Now let's get back to the video. So let's use this listing as an example. What if we improve the conversion rate on this listing to see instead of we can just spend money on PPC? So what can be improved here right out the bat? Pretty much your title. The title is not fully optimized. It's not telling me the benefits of the product. And you're not even including keywords that customers might want to look into when they want to buy the product. Second thing is your main image. I don't even know, like the main image, it looks like you took it off like an iPhone 9 or something, It looks like they took it off an iPhone 9. So can we improve the main image? Higher quality, showcase the packaging, so on and so forth. Even adding in more images. Like this is a clear Photoshop. Like this is the clearest Photoshop. And just look at how bad this is. Like it's not even good Photoshop, okay? Improve the images, okay? 3.4 star, horrible rating. Why is the rating so bad? What happens if you improve this to 4.3, 4.2, How will that do for your conversion rate? Frequently returned badge. Why is it frequently returned? And then also your A+ content. This is not fully optimized. It looks so messy. So what if we improve all of this instead of spending money on PPC? Your conversion rate probably jumps up by 2 to 3% while you're spending less money. So focus on this first before you identify and say, I'm going to spend more money on PPC. So the second thing we can do is stop, set, and forget campaigns. So a big issue is a lot of accounts we audit, they set these campaigns and they never do weekly negations or negative terms, irrelevant terms, doing all that. This is something you must do on Amazon if you want to succeed, or else you're always going to be bleeding spend. So what can you do? Negate irrelevant terms and poor ASINs. Set thresholds. If a keyword or a product you are bidding for does not convert after $10, $20, negate that. It's not going to convert no matter how many clicks you do, 10, 20, 30 clicks. You're just wasting money. On your high ACOS keywords, lower your bids by 30 to 60%. What you can also do is, let's say our ACOS is at 35% and we want to aim for about 25%, okay? This is what we can do. Let me go find my calculator. Let's go to a calculator right here. Okay, so let's say our ACOS is 35% month over month. Let's say we want to aim for a 25% ACOS. 35 divided by 25, 1.4. So this is our coefficient. Now we're going to use this to actually negate or reduce your bids. Let's say for one keyword, we are not converting at a high rate at all. And we don't want to negate the term fully, but we want to reduce the bid. So let's say, we have 1.4 coefficient here, okay? Let's say our bid currently for that is at 1.7. So we'll do 1.7 divided by 1.4, which is the threshold we set based off of how much we want to reduce. Now it gives us 1.21. So you want to reduce your bid from 1.7 to 1.21 if you want to hit your threshold or your ideal ACOS of 25%. Okay, you do that for all your negative terms. Now for your positive keywords that you convert well for, obviously you want to improve your bids, by 20%, 10%, 15%, whatever, slowly increase it. But this is the easiest way for you to optimize your bids consistently. So the third thing is to build smarter structures. Now this is always a structure we follow. You never want to put exact phrase broad in the same campaign. They all have different purposes, separate them. Now the next thing is very important. This is the structure you should always follow. One product, one campaign, one ad group, max 5 keywords per campaign. Why do I say this? Because we want to segment every product in the right category with the proper keywords so we can analyze the data and optimize it consistently. Okay. Now I say max 5 keywords because if you put too many keywords in one campaign with one budget, Amazon will spread the bid disproportionately. A keyword that gets a lot of clicks with high search volume is going to get the majority of your spend. And you're going to have these other keywords that just don't get any sales or clicks. Now, the thing is, those keywords you might think just are not profitable at all or they're not working for you. But the thing is, you have to understand they're just not getting enough bids or clicks for you to have enough data on it because the budget is disproportionate to what Amazon wants. So you don't want to have over 5 keywords per campaign, max 5, and they all should be very similar in what they're targeting. If you have branded keywords versus non-branded, make sure you segment that properly. Start some defensive campaigns, target your brand campaigns so people do not steal your sales. That's very important. Once you have enough data, obviously isolate winners to control budgets and spend. You want to isolate your winners, put them in new campaigns, give them a new budget because we want to rank on it, while also negating terms that you're not converting well for. Another tip, don't rely only on exact match. I know this is like the hottest thing, just spend money on exact match so we can get our product on top of page 1. But you have to understand this is the most competitive and it's going to burn your budget the fastest. Your top competitors are already bidding aggressively on these keywords. So the biggest missed opportunity we see is in auto and broad campaigns. And people do not do much of this because you have to do constant optimization. But this is the best bang for your buck because it's the cheapest. Amazon's giving you new keywords and you can always extract the data and find out exactly what new keywords I can target, which keywords I should negate, what can we convert well for, what can I add to my copy, so on and so forth. So they uncover profitable, long tail, low hanging fruit. So this requires weekly optimization, but it's how you beat 99% of your competition. Another very important tip, never run out of budget. So a big mistake I see people do is they just reduce their budget or, halfway through the day and they're not converting well and they just cut the budget to stop the bleeding. You never want to do that because during different times of the day, there's always different buyers in different sequences. Sometimes your buyers are ready to buy at the morning versus in the afternoon or mid. So you can set day party as an example, but you always want to reduce your bids, not your budgets. So if you see halfway through the day that it's not converting well, reduce your bids because you're still going to have a budget throughout the entire day. And later on through the day, maybe some people just buy and convert, okay? So your best buyers may show up at 8 p.m., not noon. So never run out of budget. You're just wasting sales and customers and it's going to ruin your ranking. Focus on sponsored product campaigns if you're under 7 figures a year. So I recommend spending at least 90% of your budget on this. Now I say this because no one knows your product, no one knows your brand, right? So you want to win on Amazon search terms which your customers actually use. And this is through sponsored sponsored product campaigns, exact match campaigns, phrase match campaigns, so on and so forth, because we want to get our sales velocity up. If you were doing like 7 figures a month, then you can focus more on sponsored display, retargeting ads, sponsored brand campaigns, for all of your products, but you're not at that stage yet. So we have to get our product to our customers first before we can do all these brand awareness campaigns. Now to finish off, here's some extra tips you can apply. Use negative keywords like a hawk to cut waste. Always test it out. Set thresholds. If this keyword passes 20 clicks without a single sale, I'm negating it. Okay. If it passes $15 without any sales, I'm negating it. This is the fastest way to maximize your bids and don't spend money on stuff that's not converting. Never accept Amazon's suggested bid. Calculate your own break-even cost per click. I give you the coefficient that you can use right there. So you always want to start low, maybe even like 10% lower than Amazon, 15%, and test it out. You never want to start out at the gate with a high bid that's converting well. Okay, let's say it's converting well. But what if you started out much lower and it's still converted at that level? You never know because you started out so high. So start lower compared to higher. If it doesn't convert, then gradually increase until you hit a point where it makes sense for you and you're actually converting. The last thing you want to do is adjust for seasonality and competition. Always analyze different parts of the Amazon ecosystem when you want to increase your bid or like reduce it. So during Prime Day, do you want to improve your awareness and get more sales, or you want to focus on profitability and reduce your bids. During Q4, it's a very hot period. When do you start increasing your bids? When do you start increasing your budget? So on and so forth. Slow seasons, are you going to pull back? Are you going to target new things? So on and so forth. So these are just a few tips and tricks that you can apply to hopefully, move the needle just even a little bit to improve your profitability. So that's everything I got for you in this video. Let me know some other PPC tips and tricks that I might not have included in this video that can hopefully help you guys scale. If you want a free audit, link in bio below. Let me know your thoughts. Hit the like, subscribe, and catch you in the next video.